Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Rhea Ripley could soon add a female superstar to her potential faction with Damian Priest and Jey Uso. The Eradicator and the Archer of Infamy were kicked out of the Judgment Day at SummerSlam 2024. Since then, the Terror Twins have been at war with the heel faction, and main event Jey Uso has frequently helped them in their pursuit. Ripley and Priest were two dominant figures on Raw when they were a part of the Judgment Day. Since leaving the group, they have been victims of the numbers game week after week. This could make Ripley think of starting a new faction alongside Jey Uso and Damian Priest. The three of them can work together and add Raw superstar Lyra Valkyria as the fourth member of the faction. The former Women's World Champion is a fan of Valkyria and has acknowledged the 27-year-old in the past. Lyra is a top-notch athlete. However, the former NXT Women's Champion isn't currently involved in any top-class feuds. Notably, Valkyria and Liv Morgan had several backstage confrontations when the Miracle Kid was feuding with Becky Lynch earlier this year. Morgan and Lyra recently locked horns in a dark match. Hence, Ripley could use this angle to her advantage and possibly add Lyra to her potential faction. Having a good faction is the best recipe for success. Dominant stables often get the big feuds, big matches, and most of the championship gold. If Mommy can put together a good team, she is on her way back to the top again. However, the angle is speculative at this point. Rhea Ripley has always had the male gaze on her, especially from Jey Uso. The newly crowned Intercontinental Champion has been wooing Mammy for quite some time, and the latter finally seems interested. This past week on Monday Night Raw, Jey Uso faced Braun Breaker for the IC title in the main event. During his entrance, the YEET Master had thousands of people grooving to his song, including his new cheerleader, Rhea Ripley. This moment wasn't telecasted on live TV, but was later uploaded on social media by the Nightmare. This could be the start of an interesting love angle between Jey and Rhea. Until now, we are only getting glimpses. But if WWE pulls the trigger, we could get one of the best on-screen couples in the promotion's history. Rhea Ripley, the dominant and charismatic female WWE star, has made waves not just in the women's division, but across the entire WWE roster. Known for her fierce presence, incredible athleticism, and captivating persona, Ripley has quickly become one of the most intriguing figures in WWE. Her alliance with Judgment Day, especially with Damian Priest, has solidified her as a force to be reckoned with. However, recent events have sparked speculation about Ripley potentially expanding her influence by adding new members to her circle, particularly Jey Uso. Could this be the birth of a new faction? Rhea Ripley has been a central figure in the Judgment Day stable alongside Damian Priest, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio. While the faction has found success in wreaking havoc on both Raw and SmackDown, Ripley's leadership qualities have been apparent, often driving the group's direction. Her unique blend of confidence, aggression, and loyalty to her allies has made her one of the most influential figures in the group. Judgment Day has thrived because of the chemistry between its members, but Ripley has often stood out as the true anchor of the faction. She commands attention and respect, not just because of her imposing physical stature, but because of her ability to outthink and outmaneuver her opponents. While her partnership with Damian Priest has been a cornerstone of the faction, there's a sense that Ripley's influence could extend beyond Judgment Day. The potential addition of Jey Uso to a faction under Ripley's guidance could signal a new era for her character and the entire WWE roster. Jey Uso, one of the most decorated tag team wrestlers in WWE history, has found himself in a complex situation after his departure from the Bloodline. His story arc with Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, and Paul Heyman has been one of the most compelling narratives in WWE in recent years. However, after breaking free from the manipulative grip of Roman Reigns, Jey has been seeking a new direction. Jey's character has evolved dramatically from being part of the legendary Uso tag team to becoming a main event player. His rivalry and subsequent partnership with his brother Jimmy have been emotional and thrilling for WWE fans. However, with the splintering of the Bloodline, Jey has been portrayed as a man without a home, unsure of his place in the company. The connection between Jey Uso and Ripley has already been teased subtly in recent weeks. There's a natural chemistry between the two that WWE could explore further. Ripley's ability to manipulate, strategize, and lead could offer G the guidance he needs as he finds himself on the precipice of his next chapter. A partnership with Ripley and Damian Priest could be the key to unlocking a darker, more ruthless version of Jey Uso. While speculation surrounds the formation of a faction involving Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, and Jey Uso, one aspect of this new alliance that hasn't been fully explored is the addition of another female WWE star to their ranks. Ripley's dominance in the women's division is unquestionable. But what if she were to recruit another strong female superstar to further solidify her faction's influence across both the men's and women's divisions? Adding a female WWE star to this potential faction could elevate the group to another level. Ripley, often seen as the Mammy of Judgment Day, could be positioning herself to be the leader of a multi-gender faction that could wreak havoc across all divisions. Who could potentially join Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, and Jey Uso? Let's explore a few candidates. Raquel Rodriguez is an ideal candidate to align with Ripley. Their past encounters have already demonstrated their respect for one another's abilities, and both women share a similar size and power-based wrestling style. Rodriguez has flirted with heelish tendencies in the past, and a partnership with Ripley could bring out her more aggressive side. Together, they could form an unstoppable powerhouse duo that could dominate both the men's and women's divisions. The dynamic between Rodriguez and Ripley would be intriguing, as they could either work in tandem as equals or develop a mentor-protege relationship, where Ripley guides Rodriguez into becoming a more ruthless version of herself.